And what about Mr. Wickham? In what imaginary act of friendship can you explain his misfortunes?
His misfortunes? Yes, his misfortunes have been great indeed.
You reduced him to poverty, you deprived him of the best years of his life, and yet you treat his misfortunes with contempt!
That's a strong opinion of me. But perhaps these offenses may have been overlooked had not your pride been so hurt by the confession of the scruples that have prevented any serious attachment. Do you expect me to rejoice in the inferiority of your connections?
You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy.
And take a deep breath in, let it go, and you've already begun.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Lushington, and I want to make Jane Austen relevant to you.
Jane Austen is hilarious and passionate and brilliant, but even I used to look at that text and sprint in the opposite direction. So how do we make Jane Austen connect to your world? Well, my adaptation uses ensemble-based movement and language that moves between contemporary speech and Austen's actual words to bridge that gap. And so far, it's worked.
I remember when I was little, my mom and I were on a road trip and she bought the audiobook so we could listen to it, but I never paid any attention. And then after I read this Caitlin's script, I took that audiobook out and listened to it, and I fell in love with Jane Austen.
What I enjoyed specifically about working on Pride and Prejudice was just how easy it was for all of us in the cast as like teenagers to be so into it and engaged in the show the entire time.
Because it's unlike any other show I've been a part of.
You know, it's a lot more energy and engaging.
We're just responding to each other's impulses.
This story's relevant today because I think it has a lot of the problems that teenagers experience now.
Trying to feel how we think we should feel, despite how other people will judge us.
The relationship between men and women and gender roles.
How to trust your own judgment and how to know when not to trust your own judgment.
Your perception of the world could change with a letter or an email, a phrase or a word. And in that moment, when we realize we were wrong, it's what we decide to do that defines who we are. And that is Pride and Prejudice.
So this is where you come in. All the stuff that you see here will go toward making a full production of our show. We will enthusiastically reward you for any amount you can donate, but if you can't donate financially, then help us spread the word by sharing this video link with others, and please share our dream with other people. Now, if you're passionate about Jane Austen, about theater, about telling great stories, then consider giving us a hand. Thank you. Everyone take a deep breath in. Let it go. And from the top.
By all that I have ever read, I'm convinced that human nature is particularly prone to it.
Beginnings are always easy for me. I see an image and bam, it starts. But middles, how we get there? Not so much.